It's a little bit. Hey James, it's a little bit fuzzy on the output, but this is the best I can do for now. So you'll have to put up with the fuzziness. I don't know why it's so fuzzy, but look, it's just one of those things. Okay, so let's go back to chat. What else was I looking at? Completely lost my train of thought. Okay, so we're a little bit fuzzy. Just compiling my watch list right now. SMCA is on good earnings but low volume. I've built short squeeze, looking to move again. So I was a little bit late to the party, so I was busy doing other things. You know, I do have a life. A lot of people don't realize. I missed this little squeeze up. So this move up there at 7, I couldn't trade anyway. So I wouldn't be able to trade until this move here, but we'll see. Will it squeeze back up towards kind of $6-7 today? That's the question. Will this short squeeze continue? Tesla up on the day, up at 760s right now. So Tesla did. If you look at this on the 5-minute, you'll see what happened. You had this shoot up out of the gates on the earnings call, and then it sold off. I'm thinking, well, what do you know? How do you go figure? But then there's been steady gains since then. So that's Tesla. The S&P 500 pretty sideways. It's been choppy, but it's sideways. Not really doing much. So we're just waiting for some momentum to come in, a bit like yesterday, a bit like the last couple of days, actually. So pre-market's been very quiet. We've just got to wait for the volume and volatility to come in. That's essentially what we're doing today. What I've been finding, so normally you would get a bit of volatility pre-market. You'll get some gappers, which is why I have the gap scanners on. You'll get some gappers, and they will make moves, and then you'll get volume coming after the bell, and then you'll get the continuation. What I've been finding is a lot of the gappers pre-market have not been continuing, and then we're getting stocks that have not been doing anything pre-market, kind of low volume. Not doing anything at the bell, but then probably 11, 12 o'clock, then they do something. So it's getting later in the day before we're getting the big moves, which is it's not the normal behavior that I'm used to. Whether that's due to it being bear market conditions or whether it's other market forces, I don't know. But essentially, I'm used to the momentum and continuation. Okay, so what have we got moving? I'm watching Tough Built. I'm not in it yet. Not taking any trades yet. I'm not in Tough Built just yet. We've got the. I'm looking at the 5-minute there, so I want the 1 minute. Got the 5-minute next to it already. So I'm looking at Tough Built. I want this up above. If it gets back above $5, I'm interested in trading it. Yeah, it's up 12% at the moment. This is Olima Pharmaceuticals. So it's already done just over a million shares. I'm gonna pull this up. Yeah, so Olima Pharmaceuticals already done 1 million shares today. It's up like 10%, almost 10%. Average volume over the last 3 months has been about 500,000, so it's twice the average volume. So it's good relative volume. This is a Olima. Now, Alima Oncology has FDA fast track status for breast cancer candidate, a breast cancer treatment. Alima Oncology receives FDA fast track designation for OP1250 for treatment of ER plus metastatic breast cancer. It's a good catalyst, but we got this initial move up, big pullback, and then this steady move up and then pullback. So it's not exhibiting kind of parabolic move kind of candidate, but I'll put that on the watch list because I do like those FDA cancer catalysts. They do tend to work fairly well, but when that gets up towards kind of 12-13% move up on the day, then I probably will be interested. In case you were wondering what that noise is, that snoring is how old are you, Des? Dear me. What on time, mate? Are you 12? That's an insult to 12-year-olds. Morning, Captain Kirk. Morning, whoever else. I think Des YouTube is probably snooze in disguise. Is what true, Clancy? Hey, Matty. What do you mean? Is it true? Is what true? Is this true? What are you referring to? I mean, there's I don't know. I don't understand what you're looking at. Okay, so Ulma. Moving up. Let's have a look at Tough Built again. At 96. I don't want to get in now and get rejected at the whole dollar. That's the thing. So I want to get in and see a squeeze, but Ulma's moving up as well. So let's have a look at this. Up at 525. If it holds 525, next candle to break and make a new high, I'll maybe take a position. Looking at anything else moving, Nokia's up 7% today. I want that to be moving a little bit more than that before I start trading it. Traded Nokia when it was one of the meme stocks. Okay, so I'll take a small position with Ulma. These 3 cent spread between the bid and the ask, but it's a nice catalyst. It's just where the VWAP is now, so we're looking at it breaking the VWAP. We got it at 28. We'll give it 8 cents. We're risking $400. We're looking for it to. We're looking for 540s in the long run. Volume's not huge, so I'm taking a bit of a risk here doing this. I'll keep an eye on Tough Built as well. That's pulling back now, so it did get rejected up here at 497. So I'll keep an eye on that on the other screen. Want to see Ulma. The spreads have narrowed, so that's a good thing. Rather than 1-2 cents on this, 1 cent on the spread now, so that's not a bad thing. And we just need to see it move up now. The spreads are back up to 3 cents, so. Got an hour and 20 minutes before the market actually officially opens. We'll keep an eye on the scanners. We'll see any spikes, any momentum that we potentially can get a cushion on the day before the market starts. Good day yesterday, Kinga. We did about, well, not about, we did 8,500 yesterday, and Tough Built was the biggest contributor. So Tough Built is actually, let's have a quick look at what the today's short percentage. That's not been updated, but it's 132% short interest on Tough Built. So there's more people interested in shorting it in terms of volume than there is shares available. There's a massive short squeeze candidate for Tough Built. And back to Oma. This is just hovering around the $250 level. It's a FDA fast track approval for breast cancer treatment is the catalyst. Yes, I pay transaction fees. I pay transaction fees, commissions, ECN fees, and I probably pay more in ECN fees than I do in commissions, actually. Commissions, ECN fees, FINRA, that kind of stuff. FINRA is like microscopic. SEC is you know, very small. But my broker charges me just under $3 a ticket. Now, if this didn't have the catalyst it had, I'd be worried about this for a Head and Shoulders. And I'm just going to get out. I was right to be worried about it for a Head and Shoulders. So there you go. We can always get back in if it breaks above 530. Yeah, but if I'm trading options, it's different. So if I'm trading equities, it's I don't get as much. You don't get as much leverage as you would with options. If I'm trading options with Interactive, when I'm trading options, I'll trade with Interactive. And again, the contract fees differ from stock to stock. Depending on which company you're taking options out on, the contract fees differ. But the risks are different as well. So. Yeah, so I'm day trading. I don't day trade options. I day trade equities, so stocks. I don't trade futures. I don't trade commodities. I don't trade forex. I don't trade ETFs. I'm trading from a day trading perspective. That is. Now, do I swing trade? Yes, I do options from a swing trading perspective. I do options from I don't do penny stocks. I have a floor, an absolute floor of $2 per share, and a preferential floor of $3 per share. So if it's below $3 and it's really moving, I might, it's got really good momentum, I might trade it, but I won't trade it if it's below $2. And I don't trade the OTC markets. I only trade the NYSE and NASDAQ, really. People asking me why I don't trade the FTSE or the European markets, given that I'm based in Europe, and the simple answer there is volume. Not worth trading. The lack of volume is a lot more volume. So instead of I'm trading pre-market on the NYSE and the NASDAQ, rather than trading the open market on the LSE or the DAX or wherever. So we're just trying to break above the VWAP here. So let's zoom in. Here we go. So we can see a little bit better now. What's going on here? We dipped a little bit. I said I was giving it 8 cents, so it got 10 cents off me. But we're just below the VWAP. As long as we're below the VWAP, it's downwards trending. So we need it to break above the VWAP. I'm looking at potentially 530. Yeah, it needs to break 530. Morning, Matt. You only do penny stocks on Mondays. Is it Penny Stock Monday, is it? Penny Monday? The crypto space has sold off a little bit, so the corresponding crypto stocks and crypto mining stocks, Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, etc., SOS, BT, they're all down on the back of that Bitcoin pulling back a little. Now it's not pulled back huge amounts, so Bitcoin is still looking reasonable from where it was. When it's nowhere near the teens, it's 22,600s at the moment. It broke over 24,000 yesterday, so which is the first time in a long time. I thought we might see 25,000 this week, but we didn't. So pulling back some. The question is, will it bounce at this level here? It's kind of the 22,500. That's the level that we're looking for it to bounce. It needs to find support at 22,500 and then make another run up to break 25. Ideal. That's Bitcoin. Now we've got Ethereum is brought back under 1,500, so we want it to hold that level if possible. Cardano is back under 50 cents, and XRP is just over 35 cents. So that's your crypto roundup. Yeah, it's looking at the moment. This pattern here is very head and shoulders-ish, so it's just looking a bit. So I'm looking at tough built for a continuation on the short squeeze. I'm looking for volume to come in, possibly with super micro. There's not a lot else moving. PGY, which we traded yesterday, Pagaya. It's if you look at this on the 15, it's moved up and very volatile yesterday on this move up. It's traded sideways. It had this spike towards the close and then a sell-off, and then it's still sat in it sideways. So taking this spike out here, it's pretty sideways since lunchtime yesterday. So watch for a potential move at the bell with that one. It's not great volume yet, but I'll put that on. That is on the list. Down 15% in from the close. If that can get back up to kind of $8 again, great stuff. But it doesn't mean anything, Captain Kirk. They say it's stopped being sold in their markets. How can you stop someone buying crypto in your country? You can't. The only reason that Russia are trying to do that is they're trying to keep liquidity in the country because of all the embargoes and financial issues that they're having due to the war conflict. So they want to keep currency and they want to keep revenue in country. So they're trying to stop people moving their assets and moving their money out of the country. That's what that's all about. But the rest of the world, Russia's a very small part of the world when it's all put into perspective. From an economic point of view, you've got two sides of the coin on Russia. You've got the mega rich oligarchs, which is a very, very small percentage. And then you've got a huge amount of abject poverty in Russia. Well, this is the thing. The oligarchs, they're having the shares. They're not so much. They can't liquidate the shares because they're having their assets frozen. A lot of those oligarchs are having their assets frozen. So what do? Do they put it in a dodgy Russian bank that could, you know, it could, they could lose the money. So they're not going to stick it in a bank. They've got too much money to stick it under the mattress. So what can they do? They don't want to put it in a foreign, buy shares in a foreign company. So they'll move it into crypto. Dogecoin, I'll have a look at Doge for you. I don't know why. I don't personally. For me, Doge is not a good long-term prospect. I don't think Doge will last the case, last the cause. Same with Shiba Inu. In 2 years' time, there won't be a Doge or a Shiba. Right. So let's have a look at it against Binance. So Dogecoin is 6.9 cents. That's where Doge is at the moment. So think about that for a moment. Doge is 6.9 cents. Doge used to be at its peak 70 cents. So I don't think am I missing Tablet's movement? I did. But it's $5. I was waiting for the break of $5. Got rejected at $5 again. So let's see if it does hold. Broke $5 briefly. It's below it, so it needs to hold and move up. So now I'm looking at 503. Well, not all cryptos are Ponzi, but the point is with the Russian banks, a lot of the Russian banks, they can't trade on the international markets themselves, and they've had their overseas assets frozen as well. So a lot of the Russian banks are under financial difficulty as well. So the Russian economy right now is reliant pretty much on oil and gas. And that's why today actually that the gas line should be switched back on. It was switched off for maintenance, and the European governments are kind of wondering, will it get switched back on, or will Europe be held to ransom? Wars aren't cheap. A lot of money can be made in wars, but wars aren't cheap. You need money for it. To win a war, you need money. You need financial clout. The S&P 500's green again, I see. Up at 395s, 395.20s. Just looking through, watching for some movement. There's no volume on SMCA. Let's see. A tough build caught me with a bit of a drop yesterday. I lost about 2,500 off the top. We had a good day yesterday, but I lost about 2,500 off the top with tough built, and it was like, I'm not trading anymore. Once you start giving back a substantial amount of your gain, if you get over your goal and then you start giving your gains back, then it's probably time to call it quits on the day and finish ahead. And that's what I did yesterday. You should call it shouldn't be called Penny Stock Monday. Not very well. You should call it a Manipulation Monday. Stock Manipulation Monday. That tends to be what happens with the pennies. This is why I don't like trading them, because I'm always the one left holding the bags. I get greedy. And then you get so many rug pulls with those penny stocks, the sub $1 stock, literal penny stocks. Hate those rug pulls. I got invited 3 times over this last week. I've been invited to two different Discords and a Telegram. Three different things about crypto pumps. Join our crypto pump community. I'm like, the name says it all. It's just basically you're looking to get more and more people in that you can pull rugs over, and people will join it thinking that they're going to get notified about this crypto pump that they can make money on. And 90% of 95% of people that join those communities thinking that they're going to get early notification of a pump are going to lose money. They're going to be the ones that get pumped. They're the ones that get the rug pulls. Just know that there are no shortcuts to trading. None at all. Either learn how to trade or don't bother. If you're not prepared to put the time and effort in to learn how to trade, then just give your money to somebody to trade for you. There's no harm in that. Most of them are scams. That's why they're on a WhatsApp or a Telegram link. It's a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group. It's so they can't be traced. They can close the group and it's gone. It's set up on a burner phone, no doubt. There you go. So we might see the markets dip on the back of that news. ECB raising the points by raising the interest rates by 50 beeps. But this isn't the first raise. They're not very well. I think the ECB did 75 beeps last time out. It's 50 this time. I don't think it'll be the last one either. Tough build tablet. Why do I keep calling it tablet? Because that's phonetically that's what it looks like. Tablet, tough build, TBLT. And funnily enough, they do make tablets. That's part of their product range. Reinforced computers for harsh environments. We'll get a breakout here now. That's the question. Nice to get back up to that $6 level. What was the high of yesterday? 518. So that's what I'm watching for. A tough build. Using at 501. Yeah, I pushed a little bit slow on pushing the button. I was looking for the break of $5, but I got filled at 504. So we're on the same wavelength there. Not very well. The breakup of I didn't want to get in. So we had this breakout at 499. I think at 498. 499 would have been a good entry, but you've got the resistance of the whole dollars. So when it broke above $5, that's when I got in. I got filled at 504. That's just me slow on the trigger. So I'm looking for first take profit, 6 cents. Looking for at least 6 cents for a little bit, but that doji doesn't look great. You know what? I'm just going to get out for a small profit there. and get it for a small profit, and I'll wait for a bit more momentum to come in, a bit more volume to come in. Right now we're just playing around with the volume. Didn't like that doji either. Let's have a look at Nokia today. Yeah, I was right to get out. Pulling back a bit. Nokia, no low volume, it's just gapped up. So there's no real movement or volatility, it's just gapped up. Okay. Was it Nokia's earnings yesterday? I think it was, wasn't it? Was it today? No, neither. I thought Nokia had earnings this week. I must be mistaken. Okay, let's go back to top belt. That's where the action is. We're finding support at that $5 level, just above $5. Needs to hold $5. Breaking $5 now. Well, I think it potentially could, but we need to see it move up and break 510. I mean, this kind of double bottom here, I thought we might get a bit of a run when we got that first pullback. But no, it's pulling back a little bit now, probably to the VWAP. I'm going to watch it for the VWAP, but maybe around 490, 492, something like that, and then look for the next candle to potentially show us a bounce. That's where the volume is this morning. Yeah, so it's top of the volume charts. Alima is second on the volume charts. So say follow the crowds. Alima's just sideways since I got out. I like the catalyst, but no real movement there. Okay, so we're looking at another move up. What are we here? So high of this candle is 490, no, $5. We'll break a $5. We should get a little bit of a push, but we need it. We need the volume. No good doing it without volume. Yeah, but it's an FDA fast track. That's the thing. So again, it needs volume. That's what's been missing pre-market this week and last week, for that matter, is the volume pre-market. We've not really had a lot of volume at all. Normally, you get a handful of stocks that have a bit of volume. We're just not getting that at the moment. It's just a cold moment in the market. If you can be profitable in the current market conditions, you'll have absolutely no problem in a bull market. That's for sure. How do I think the SPY will open today? It's looking. I think it's actually looking strong today. It's green at the moment, but it's been more sideways since the close. There's range on it, but is there any big Any big earnings this morning before? ATNT, Domino's, American Airlines, Blackstone, SAP. There's no real big coffee table names that are going to be potentially move the market with bad earnings this morning. First Financial might do this evening. Snapchat is this evening as well. Capital One. So after this evening we might get a bit of movement. Back in at 504 again. Slow to the uptake. Is he looking at earnings graphics that are concentrating on? Yeah, I can see AMC moving up. It's over 18s now. And we've got a potential head and shoulders formation here, which is not looking good. So just gonna, if this breaks a new low. Low of this candle is 99, so if it goes to 98, we get out. And it's 6 cents. It's okay to have a, get in and get out and it not go your way. If you're managing your risk, you might rack up a few losses and then you'll have a win that wipes it out. That's okay. And that's what's been happening to me this last couple of days, is that the early doors I've been getting faked out like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I've been risking 5-10 cents at a time. With 10 cents with 5,000 shares is $500. Been racking up like 3 times of that, and I'm 1,500 in the red. And then I've got to wait for something to come along and wipe that out. Now, what you don't want to be doing is trying to wipe it out all in one go, and not taking profit along the way. So regardless of what's gone on beforehand, your last couple of entries, it's all about base hits. If you can get a runner, great, but it's all about base hits. You get enough base hits, you can earn a nice, comfortable, healthy living, and with minimal risk. So just go for the base hits. What I'm conscious of here is 520, given that we've got quite a window at 520 from yesterday. $518 it went up to yesterday. 520 is we've had resistance at 520 on a couple of occasions and support in the past, over the past month. But then the next key level is kind of 570 after that. That's looking at the daily chart. Hey Alistair, how's España? I was actually looking at flights there for next month, but then I realised I don't like Spain in August, when the Spanish all go on holiday, and the weather is absolutely crucifying on the south coast of Spain in August. Some good wine. To be fair, the Spanish do some good wine as well, and good red wine. They're not the best on the white, but they're not a big white drinker anyway. But they do some good red wines in Spain. Have you tried the Jamia or Jamila, as it's spelled? Alistair, it's just a nice red wine from Spain. Everybody automatically goes for Rioja, but I mean I like a nice Rioja, but the Jamia is quite nice as well. Here we go, a little bit of a breakout. There we go. Just we'll take all of it off there. That's where we got rejected at before. I want to see it break this level before I get back in. We got rejected at 520 earlier today, and it got rejected at 518 yesterday. We've had this key level at 520. I'm going to put a little horizontal line there at 520. It's a key level. I want to see it break that level. Why 551 specifically, Chip? I mean, I can understand someone saying 550, but why 551? That's a very, very specific number. We've had the 520 resistance and support levels previously on the daily. The next level on the daily is really going to be what, 570, 575 maybe. If it holds, it needs to hold $5 here. It went up to that same level that it got rejected at before. We've got an inverse head and shoulders on the 5 minute, which is a very bullish pattern. So there's your shoulder, there's your head. We've got another shoulder here, so we've got inverse head and shoulders. So we could probably take 40 cents from that. So I would say 560 based on the chart pattern. Kind of looking at $6 maybe, resistance level there, whole dollar level of course, and it's 660. That's just recent history. It was up at Built was up at $41 back in April. Huge gap down in April. Not seeing any key levels at 551, but you know, if you're seeing it, Chip, good luck to you. Why these levels are key, which is important to recognize support and resistance levels, because as you get up there, you know it's going to reject, or you have a very good feeling it's going to reject. So rather than just taking part of your position off, you can take the whole position. And yes, you're going to add to the selling momentum for the rejection, but that's besides the point. It gives you an opportunity to get back in at a lower price, at a discount, and make that run again for the next attempt. No volume on this anyway. So I think this is an ETF, isn't it? Some description. It's up at 640s, but there's no volume on that. Green Spark, low, down on the day, 483. I don't know where you get these from, Super Chip. Why? What news? What news catalyst? You're putting these out there, and there's just no trade there. There's no volume. It's actually down on the day. It's looking kind of weak. So, give me a bit of context. Are you in these, or are you looking for? Do I think it'll reach such and such a price, or give me a little bit of context to play with. Don't worry, if it goes there, I'll probably be watching it anyway. So we've got a nice little bounce here. It looks like at $5. We're getting a nice confluence of support here. $5, the 200, the 20 EMA, the 9 EMA, the VWAP at 495. So there's quite a bit of support here at $5 with Tough Built. Head and Shoulders is looking interesting on the inverse. Head and Shoulders looking interesting on the 5 minute though. So now I'm kind of looking at 510 as a potential entry on that one. And it moved up. But it's no volume. There's no volume on Canoe right now. It had a little bit of a spike up, but it's not moved. It moved 6 cents. So there's nothing there. I looked at looked at Canoe yesterday, and wasn't moving great yesterday. If all be told. Managed to get $500 out of it, mate. Better than nothing. Adex Therapeutics at 138. You know I don't trade these, but look at it on the 5 minute. It popped up, and then it's been choppy sideways, above below the VWAP. It's at 138 right now. I wouldn't say that's a flat top. So if you put you've got 140 at the top of that candle, but then you've got a bunch of 143, 145. I'd say it's more closer to a narrowing pennant. I wouldn't say it's as much as a flat top. You've already got these here and a lower one there, but you're getting lower highs and higher lows, so it's going to break one way or the other. It's a narrowing pennant. It's might be a good thing from this red candle here to draw your top of your pennant, and then draw it from here through that one there, and that way you know if it's going to break above or break below. Built looking at moving back up again. Well, keep bringing it. I'll give my opinion. That's all it is. Don't take what I'm saying as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just pointing out what I can see on the chart and giving my opinion based on the technical analysis that I can give. Not a buy signal, not a sell signal, just my opinion, that's all. Education and entertainment purposes only, I think, is the expression, isn't it, guys? You do your own due diligence and make up your own mind. Now, this is what it did yesterday, and I got caught in it. I had to get out, I had to press my emergency stop button, my exit button, panic button, I think is the to get. I didn't have a stop in place. Cost me $2,500 off the top. I wasn't happy about that. Oh, it might break lower, absolutely. Might get a bounce on the VWAP. It's heavily shorted. Heavily shorted. In fact, I don't know about anyone else, but it's so heavily shorted, I can't short it. There's no shares to borrow. I can't short it right now. And it moved up very helpfully yesterday, so it's not on this. There's no short sale restriction. It's just not shortable for me on my broker. Well, welcome, Matt. You're always welcome. You know what I'm missing? A nice hot cup of tea. That's what I'm missing. Give me a couple of minutes. Let's rectify that. Might get a bounce on the VWAP here now. Okay, so tough bullet's just moving sideways now. What else is moving? Not a lot. Data C, ETSS. Just popped up. Let's have a look why this popped up. Decent volume too. Let's have a look at the news. Any news that's dropped? Data C ultrasonic sound sterilization and antivirus equipment confirmed by a leading lab achieved a 99.83 efficacy in 9 seconds against COVID-19. Wow, that's a nice catalyst. That's Data C. GTSS popping up. It's a good catalyst. It's pulling back a little bit now. If it breaks lows, 225, it needs to hold the $0.25. Decent catalyst, but you never know how the market's going to react. That's the thing. It's up 25%. Tough built, just ranging 10 cents between kind of 95 and 505, 495, 505. So volume is really dropped out. It's 7 to 10,000 per minute, and 15,000 per minute kind of thing. So come back to that when there's more volume. No point taking a trade that's not going to follow through if there's no volume. What do I think of SDC? Let's have a look at the. There's no volume at all. 110,000 shares traded today. It's 126, so it's 2.5% up on the day. So it's not moving much. There's no momentum with it, and there's no volume. So from certainly pre-market, there's no trade there. You have to wait till after the bell, let the volume come in, and maybe if it starts to exhibit a particular trend, and it's below the VWAP as well, so it's not looking strong at all. So this is Smile Direct Club, SDC. It's not looking very strong right now in terms of any kind of momentum for an intraday trade. I don't see it. have a look. It didn't hold the $0.25 day to see. Good catalyst, but you never know how the market's going to react, and sometimes it just reacts in a way that you don't expect. A nice pop up, but it's looking weak. It's underneath the VWAP now, so hopefully we'll get another move up, maybe at the bell. Let's see. Well, it depends what you're invested in, Louisiana boy. I think a lot of people are hoping that we've actually bottomed out on the wider market, and that's this last rally over the last few days will continue, and we'll get out of the bear market conditions. I'm not so sure. Bitcoin is currently 22.8. Our resistance to break at the first few hours of the stock market open red. Bitcoin can definitely go lower, but it can also go higher. I mean, it was up at 24 yesterday. It broke 24,000 yesterday. So it's had quite a good run over the last few days. It's going to pull back and consolidate. It's never continuously up, so it's going to pull back and consolidate. The question is, it needs to hold that 22.5. 22.5 is a key. 22.5 is a key level for Bitcoin. If it needs to hold that 22.5, maybe consolidate there for a little while and then move back up again. Ideally, break that the psychological level of 25,000. If we can break the 25,000, we can see a $30,000 Bitcoin again in the next month or so. Okay. Yeah, it's just an acquisition, so it's being acquired up at $17. You'll not get much movement out of that. So One Life Healthcare being acquired, it's an acquisition. That's typical. The price automatically jumps up to the acquisition price, so there's no trade there. Cedar Space went nuts, did it? It certainly did. Massive pop up. Let's have a look. Did news drop? That's usually akin to a move like that's usually, and the volume coming in as well, is usually akin to some kind of news drop. So Cedar Space fabricates hardware in support of NASA's Artemis program and the Space Launch System manned vehicle. There you go. That just dropped. That was Thursday the 21st, which is today. That just dropped at the top of the hour. That's why Cedar Space popped up like that. The catalyst. I had money on Sidu yesterday. So we've got some volatility coming into the market now. Yes, I was just talking about that, Matty. And there's no trade there because the market's just gone to the buy price. Now just for all the transactions to complete. Do I trade crypto at all? Yes, I do. I'm holding crypto. I'm holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and XRP long term. And actually, I must check what my Luna. I bought 25 quid's worth of Luna a couple of months ago when it all crashed. I'll have to check what it's at now. It's probably about $2 or something, but so that'll be Luna Classic now. And so yeah, I do trade. I made quite a bit on Shiba Inu last year, and a little bit. I didn't trade Doge so much, but I traded Shiba Inu last year. Made quite a bit on that. Crypto is unless you're in the high cap coins, crypto is a little bit more of a gamble with the low float coins, but sometimes in a bull run, it can be gambling that's going to pay off in a lot of cases. So you might pick 10 coins, put $1,000 in each worth of each coin before they actually hit the main exchanges, and 9 of them might fail, but the one that actually moons will pay for the other 9. So that's crypto. It's you can trade the higher cap coins in a similar way you trade equities in terms of technical analysis and etc. But there's just not as much volatility. It's probably more akin to trading index funds and the likes. The movements 5-10% is a big move on those. Bit of a fake out there. So I'm not watching the 1 minute, I'm watching although I've got the 1 minute up in front of you, I'm actually watching the 2 minute because we're a couple of fake outs here on the 1 minute. I'm looking for break 65. AMC is looking strong. Still above the VWAP. It's up at over $18, $18.09 at the minute. Got 20 minutes to the market open. Right in a minute. Okay, so we're not getting a higher volume there. Hope we might get the breakout then. 63 a couple of times. We're getting lower volume, so that's we need the volume to pick up. And this is the key. Volume is number one rule is don't trade anything without volume, because you can't predict the market direction unless you've got that volume. Volume coming in now, 50,000 shares on this candle. $70,000 actually in the end. Consider space. NASA catalyst. AMD. Gonna have a quick look. So AMD's up at the moment, 89.80s, and it's up almost 0.5%. Yeah, 0.5%. It's not great volume at the moment, which is typical, but it's kind of moving in line with the market. One of the reasons I like to trade pre-market is the moves tend to be a little bit slower. They're not on as much volume. They're a little bit slower than they are after the bell. So you can put your risk in place and set your risk in place, and you don't tend to get as much slippage, particularly if you're eyeballing it. If you put stops in place after the bell, that's fine. It allows you to be a bit more rigid. But if you're eyeballing it, it's very difficult to pull the trigger at the right time. Yeah, it's always 3,000. Always 3,000 likes and Miyako gets a treat, but she's actually asleep on the sofa. She's taking liberties. She's not supposed to be on the sofa on her own. Morning, young actor. And good morning, Scott Cooper. Yeah, I can have a look at Tesla for you. Tesla is 768 right now, 769. It's up at 768, 769. It's kind of flicking between the two. So it's up around 769 at Tesla. It's up on the day, good 3.6%, 3.5%. So if you've got a break for Tesla at 769, that's exactly where it is right now. Do a big stretch. The back door's open. You can go and lie in the back balcony. She's got off the sofa now. Well, it's pulling back a little bit now. So Tesla is 767s now. So, but the S&P is pulling back a little bit. The Nasdaq's pulling back a little bit ish. So, just need more volume in the market right now. Earni, you know it's being acquired, yeah? An acquisition. Get out of that. That's brought below my my cutoff, so I'll get out of that. So let's have a look at One Health. So you're not going to get $18 with it, by the way. So it's $16.95. What's the price it's been acquired at? Let me just have a quick look. It's moved up to effectively it moved up to the acquisition price, and that's why it's just flat. That's what will happen. Okay, so Amazon to acquire One Medical for $18 a share in cash. So it's not going to move up to $18. You'll find that you get a movement between kind of 17 and 17.50 and what have you. But if you're holding it, you buy it at $16.94, you might get $18 from Amazon to acquire it off you, but you'll have to hold it. You have to be holding it for a certain period. When that goes through. You'll not get $18 on the open market. The only way you're going to get $18 is by holding it until Amazon come along and say, there you go. It's a forced acquisition. We're buying all the stock at $18. Well, she wants a treat. She's due it as well, actually. Here you go, Miyako. Have your little duck treat. You will lick your lips. There you go. That's a good gift. What day trades am I looking at? Whatever's moving. So I'm watching Tough Built. It's a short squeeze candidate. It's the only one that's gone for us so far. 3 trades today so far. Tough Built, we've got $450 on. Looking at Cedar Space. So it's Catalyst with went against us, but Catalyst with NASA. I'll wait for it to get back above the VWAP 460. Data C had a really good catalyst, breast cancer catalyst, so maybe that'll come back around. SMCI, no volume. It only moved up on earnings, so that's not really there. Olema Pharmaceutical popped up, it's trading sideways. So we're just looking at what's moving. Pagaya might bounce. It's been trading sideways since it sold. It popped up towards the close really hard and then sold off. And so it's been trading sideways since. What price is Tough Built right now? Tough Built is $4.95. It's been hovering around that $5 level. Tesla down to $7.65. Well, we had good earnings report yesterday. It popped up, then sold off. And if I put Tesla up on the 15-minute, you'll see exactly what happened. It popped up, then sold off, lost all its gains, and then had a steady climb. And that's where we are right now. So we're up at 765. It's pulling back from the 770 high here, but 765 right now. It's been as high as 772. Yesterday it went all the way up to 778. Will we get to 780? It won't go up to $800 today. I'm pretty sure about that, but we might get 780, 785 if it continues like this. United Maritime, that old chestnut. What do I think of United Maritime? It's low volume at the moment. I had a couple of hard sell-offs since they announced the public offering, secondary offering, and so this is a United Maritime was an IPO, initial public offering back in I think it was the beginning of the month. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so beginning of July, initial public offering. It had a really good day on the 15th, where it popped up and went up to kind of 750s, and then they announced a secondary offering, a 20 million secondary offering, and it gapped down, it sold off, gapped down, and it's been happy to trade since, effectively. That's what I think of United Maritime. Wait till that secondary offering's completed, and then maybe we'll get, if you look at it on the hourly, the sell-off is after they announce the secondary offering. Now, that's a bit of a dead cat bounce. We're getting no movement at all, very low volume. Wait till the secondary offering is complete, and then a catalyst comes in. We might get some action, but other than that, there's no trades there. That's United C hacking. Okay, 440's on CD. Get the move up. What's the high here? 67. 66. So I'm looking for 67. Look at a book. And in there, so I only wanted 5. That's not clever. Don't you have pre-market pricing there, Matt? What are you looking at? Are you watching? Are you watching TradingView? Because you can put pre-market pricing on TradingView. It's just delayed slightly. What is this doing? Oh, stop hunting. That's the market maker. Stop hunting that. No way was that natural buying action, natural price action. That's stop hunting that. Break it below the $0.50. Crash get the longs out. Price action mental there. My candle. Got support here at the $0.50 as well. So 52 in particular, but $0.50, and that's why that was stop hunting. That was. What happened? We had this algorithmic flush from 466 down to, well, let's have a look. 443, so 467 to 443, but it was up and down at such a speed. It was clearly algorithmic trading, and then we got the bounce up, and I'm like, okay, well, what's going on there? The price difference between some of the asking, and it wasn't the spread, and the spread was like 2 cents. Stop hunting. Sometimes the market makers can be, I don't think they're doing it on purpose, it's all algorithmic, so it's all automated. But they can be bastards when it comes to options. stop in place there, below 446, because I don't want this, some more algorithmic trades just to stop me out. I want it to break the pre-market highs here. Tough built moving up, over $5 again. AMC moving down. OLMA moving down. Tough built, wow. Alright, I'm just gonna, missing out on that one. I'm getting FOMO on tough built right now. This is tough built. Tempted to try and double trade, but don't want to. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to move this up to 55. Breaks 55. It'll get me out at 54. I want to see. I want to see it just pulling back. Got 12 cents on this. Built's really moving up. Rejected at 520 again, but let's see what it does this time. Key level at 520 on tough built. There we go. Bang. From 530 now. Just broke through that that 520 wall. I'm missing it. AMC's up, yeah. It is. AMC's up at 1820s. Tough built going mental and I'm missing it. I'm kicking myself. Volume not coming in here. Might just get out for a small loss. Yeah, that shiny object syndrome, you know? I don't like it. I'm just going to put a trailing stop in place here and then I'm going to go and trade something else. 10-cent trailing stop. It moves up, it moves up. There we go. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'm just going to watch tough built now. Over that 520 level. Looking for the break over 540 now. Said trailing stop on this as well. Let's see what happens. We're in profit on this trade with tough built. So I've got 10,000 shares in this and I've got a 10-cent trailing stop, so make right now 41. I got stopped out. Get back in a second. It protected me though. I got stopped out on Cedar Space as well, so we're $1,000 down at the moment overall. Tough built is looking strong. Made $300 on that move. I'll change while I'm not in it. I'll change the scanners over. Well, 52. So, you know, I would have said 550. Just a nice round number. That's why I'm saying you were very specific there. Chip. Yeah. I don't know about BlackRock. Could be one of the other ones. I'm going to pull back now on Tough Belt. What else is moving upwards? Not a lot. Back up. SL. A bit of confirmation for that one. I get faked out. Put in at 45. 55 this time. The break at 50. Got 55, but I wasn't quick enough on the trigger, so at 10 cents. We're trailing 10 cents in there. Yeah. Right now I'm risking 6 cents. We got stopped out there. Let's wipe out the gains. Right, what else have we got moving? What else did you want? ADXN. $171. It's up at 170s. Moving up. So we might be testing $2 soon, but it's 170. It's got a bit of a flat top forming at 173. 174, 175 is what you're looking for there. And reasonable volume too. OEV, I know it's selling off. Yep. AMC is very choppy sideways at the moment. It's a short squeeze. So Tough Built is a short squeeze, 132% short interest at the moment, which is why needs to hold the $0.25. Is it going back up? Not right now, but do I think it will? I do think it will. But I'm just not financial advice. Getting this pullback, just waiting for the move up. Maybe see how far it pulls back. It wants to hold 520. That was the previous key resistance level. So it now needs to hold 520 as support. The catalyst is it's heavily shorted. It's a short squeeze. That's the catalyst. 132% short interest, which means there's more people trying to short it than there is shares available. You try to short Tough Build, you can't. It's very hard to borrow. I can't short it right now. So it's a bit like a bank run. A short squeeze is a bit like a bank run. Is that if we push the price up to a certain level, shorts that are underwater have to cover, which means that they have to buy, which adds to the buying pressure, which pushes the price up, which puts more shorts underwater, meaning that they have to cover, and meaning they have to buy, and so on and so forth. And that's how a short squeeze works until all the shorts are out, and people start taking short positions at a high position and push the price downwards. At 520, there's a lot of support convergence there, so that's what I'm watching. We've got the VWAP, we've got the 20 EMA, we've got at 520 level, previously confirmed resistance. Tesla up at 785, 786. Fair play to you, buddy. Get away from the gambling mindset. Stay away from the gambling mindset. Took some profit off there. Trailing stop in place, which I'm going to keep in there, but I'll just play with another 5,000 in a minute. Breaks the $0.50. See the space breaking highs at 480s. See the space now breaking highs. So 200 up on that, just exited the position. It's looking a little bit weak and ready for a pullback. Might be wrong. If that's the case, I'll just re-enter. What's Sitter Space doing? It's a bit ended up there. Homer didn't really do anything. Down at the bottom, sideways, underneath the VWAP. BTSS sideways. Cano. Oh no, Cano. Yeah, but it's not great volume. Moved up into 953s, and after a halt here, another halt here, we've got a couple of halts in place already with Mond. But it's 49,000, 50,000 shares traded all day. It's like next to nothing. You can't trade that. You can't trade that. Even though it's got volatility, it just doesn't have the volume. It's useless. If you've got volatility without volume, there's no trade. If you've got volume without volatility, there's no trade. You can't. I mean, this is a recent IPO, by the way. If you're wondering what the catalyst is, it's just that it's a recent IPO. On Tuesday, started trading. So Monday holdings. Just needs more volume. I find it amusing. You've got an IPO and all these Form 4 changes to beneficial ownership, but people buying big chunks of the company. It's going to IPO. All of these Form 4s that happen to be submitted on the first 2 days of trading. It's kind of amusing. Well, amusing to me at least. So we're getting a bit of a consolidation here. I'll take a bathroom break and I'll come back in a second. Bit of space. A little bit wary of the the whole whole $1.05 up there. Tough built, looking weak at the moment. Let's draw a couple of ray lines here. $5.40 right now. Pick an entry there. It beat it over 547. 5 cents out of this. Okay, that's nice. Keep moving up. I've got a 10-cent trailing stop. There we go. And a big flush. Question is, should I buy the dip? Bounce on the VWAP. I'm gonna risk it. For X520, we'll get it. Okay, stop at 520. So we've got it at 531. So I'll give it 10 cents. I'll move it up to 521. No, it doesn't have the linear 100. Not on this platform. Okay, so that's stopped. I just wanted to bounce on the VWAP. I was taking a risk there, a calculated risk. So I just put the stop just below the VWAP. So it broke through, and then we were fine. So a bit of slippage on that. What was the high of that candle? I was 65, and I got out at 52. So I only got 3 cents slippage. That's not bad. But this trend line worked. As soon as it broke, it moved up. Potentially got a bit more out of that if I'd gone a bit heavier. Have a look at Cedar Space. Up there, testing highs. 490. Needs to get over $5 for me, because that's a key level, key psychological level. It's over $5. It's had distance at 525, 528 after that. I don't think Tablet's finished. It's going to be quite volatile, so just be careful with it. But it's just huge short squeeze candidate. Fulham is making its move up now. So it needs to get above 530. What did this do? Nothing. Not really. Get rid of that. Fucking wink. Faraday making some, FFIE making some movement. We got rejected there at $5 on Cedar Space. 499 was the high of that candle. That's why I said it. I want to see it make break. A fake out. Fake me out there, did. A nasty fake out. Okay, no problem. That's it, really. They shouldn't do that. They should not do that. That's market manipulation in its own right, that, Chesney. That's probably why that we've seen a bit of a sell-off now. I'll wait for that to turn around. I'll wait for the 2 minute. I'll look at CD's trying to break that $5, again rejected. You're not helping me there, City Space. I'm capping my losses, right? But I think I faked out quite a bit here. So what else is moving? I can't do Mond. Just low volume. Monday, we had a look at that earlier. Not great in terms of volume either. Tabula rasa health. That's just done for the day. Take a look at that for you in a moment, Sound of Fun. Okay, James, I'll take a look at that in a moment. James, give me a moment. Thought we were getting a breakout then, but we didn't. like the movement on some of these. When the volume starts to die off, it's just erratic. Vertical aerospace is going vertical, up at 670s at the moment. It's not huge volume, so just be careful. The volume's not great on it, but it is going. It is cracking on. It's going high. It's definitely got the volatility, but it's not got the volume. So just be careful. That's vertical aerospace. I started to sell off. He's trying to go do a red to green. Watch for potential cup and handle on that one. Low volume though at the moment. So if you've got a cup here, potential handle, pull back at it here, then next candle to make a new high might be interesting for a cup and handle breakout. That's LUMN. I need to get out of this. This is just not going my way today. It's not. I'm having one of those very bad trading days. It looks like every time I look for a breakout, it's get faked out. Right now. Let's get out there. Well, we're almost at my max loss for the day. I'm glad I got out because you might get a bounce on the VWAP here. But let's have a look. What else is moving? EVTL. Yeah, it's not moving on big volume. That's what I'll be worried about. Vertical aerospace, but it is looking strong. It's just not looking strong on volume. It's not had a 100,000 candle yet. What do I know? I'm losing money today, so average volume 2 million. So it's not even half its average day volume. So just be careful with this one, vertical aerospace. Not saying it's not going to continue, but I'm not saying it is. Tough built. Last time we broke out of this this trend line, tough built, it went on a big run and then got rejected. So let's see what happens here now. Got a narrowing triangle at key level of 520. But $900 before I call it a day. 513 is the low, so if it breaks lows, I'm kind of going to switch off from puff built for now. Might come good later. It did yesterday. This looks like it's testing lows now. 515, 514. Testing lows. 513 is the low of this level. So below that 520 key level, low of day is 494. Yeah, Roblox is moving up, but relative volume's not huge, but it is moving up. Roblox is 2.5% up on the day. $41. What happened to AMC? Sold off. Ulma. Lima. There's no volume on that. Faraday's got some volume. Let's have a look. Anything else moving, guys? Anybody seeing anything else? See the space, bounced at the VWAP. In my nemesis today. Not really showing much in terms of move up. I'll try one more time. Break any new highs. See a bit of volume coming before I can get in. Right now we're 35,000 shares a minute, 40,000 shares a minute. Is Rivian actually having a day today? In autos? Nah, 5% up, which is not a lot for this for Rivian. It's 34.50s. Can be a lot more volatile than that from time to time. But it's up on the back of support for Tesla, kind of sympathy with Tesla, I think. That's good. That's bloody good knowing you. That's very good. 10k a month. That's a 6-figure salary right there. Well done. I'm having a bad day today. 4k down today at the minute. It's this ticker that I don't know why I'm adamant that I need to get back in. I don't. It's moving sideways. Tough built. it came to the end of this this narrowing triangle, so that's no longer relevant. So we're looking at 530 maybe as an entry, back above 520. Hey, don't worry, that I had a month like that in May, and I was down heavy at the start of the month, and I finished green on the month in terms of trade profit, but after transaction fees and commissions, etc., I actually lost money in May. So it happens to the best of us, and I'm not saying I am the best, top 3, but it happens to the best of us. You know, you're going to have red days, you're going to have red weeks, you're going to have months where you don't make money. But don't lose faith in the plan. Stick to your strategy. If you're consistently profitable, as you say, 8 to 10k a month, then just stick to your strategy. It will come good. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Like today, I'm having a red day. I've not traded badly. I've just tried to get in for the breakouts and they've not broke out. So and they add up. That's the problem. Instead of breaking out, they're breaking down. But if you can average, yeah, Nonya, if you can average 8 to 10k a month, that's a good salary to you know, you're in the top top echelons there. The average salary in the US is $40,000, $36,000, something like that. So it's like $3,000 a month is the average US salary. In the UK, it's £32,000. Like 45,000 euros here in Ireland. So we're up 530. That's what I was looking for. Tablet, a tough dot. And we ran into 535. Maybe that's a double bottom. It's an argument for a double bottom there. Certainly on the 2 minute. If you're it's about slow, steady gains, though. You don't want, if you can make 10k a month, great. I mean, if you can make 10k a day, even better. I mean, I would love to be able to average 10k a day. Come on, that's 2 million a year. But put it into perspective, $200 a day. If you can make $200 a day, that's a good earning. That's a good income. That's 50 grand a year. So people, you know, you watch people like me, and my results are not typical for most traders. So don't try and emulate me. Don't think, oh, if Tony can do it, I can do it. Just concentrate on your own performance. Concentrate on your own trading, and work out annually what you need to make a difference in your life. What you need to be making to make a difference in your life. If 20k a year additional to what you've got on your 9 to 5 is going to make a significant difference to your standard of living, then that's what you set your target at. And say 24k a year is 2 grand a month. That's 500 a week. That's 100 a day. So on average, you make 100 a day, and that's 24 grand a year. Does that make a difference to your standard of living? If you need, say, 400 a day takes you to 100 grand. So you think about it in that context. Think, okay, well, let's set my goals. Don't get greedy. Don't be going for thousands and thousands. Just look on a daily basis. If you can get $500 a day, that's a 6-figure salary, even after charges. You just got my number today, market, haven't you? Going to add to this position, and then I'm going to exit at 520. Next in 5, I'm going to give it 5 cents. I'm just going to put take stock there. 520. See what happens. Yeah, but I hate when I've got to draw down. It's I feel compelled. This is tough built, TBLT, tough built. I feel compelled to get it back like ASAP, and it's like, no, that's the wrong mindset. A drawdown. If you get a drawdown on any given day, once you've closed your montage for the day, once you close your workstation, that day's finished. You start afresh, start from zero every single day. There we go. I got stopped out, so that's me. I broke the $5,000 red day, so that's me done. That's my max loss now. So unless there's something really moving well, I'm not trading again today. It's just, it seems the market's got my number today, and you're going to have, if you're a trader, you're going to have days like that. You get in for the breakout. So everywhere on Tough Build up until this point here, actually this point. So we got in there, we rode it up, we got out. We looked for a bounce. That was a bit of a gamble move, to be fair. It's a speculative move. Looked for the bounce up off the VWAP, and it didn't. Then we got in here for the breakout. So the pullback, next candle makes a new high, was here. It didn't. So then we just got in here for the breakout above 530. It went against us as well. So Tough Build. I'm not trading it badly. It's just the breakouts didn't happen. I got fake outs more than breakouts. But I'm not too worried about my trading. Maybe on Sitter Space. I'll go back to Sitter Space. Got in here, probably a little bit too late. A little bit down here, and then got out when it started moving down. So got in here at the high for the break of highs. That was a bad entry. That was clearly a bad entry. Got in here for the break up again. Yeah, so Sitter Space, I could have probably done that a little bit better. And that one's a decent, reasonable entry. It's above the VWAP, and then, yeah, probably could have got out sooner. Could have got out for the break up the VWAP there. So I can improve just by analysing the trades, and I do this every day. I take stock and I look at the trades the day after. That's what I do in the morning. Analyse the trades. What could I have done different? What did I do wrong? Could I have managed my losses better, etc., etc. So you look at. You look at where you can improve your trading, and at the moment I've still got a long way to go. I can see exactly what I've done wrong on Sitter Space. Here, the market's moved against me, so you're going to have days like that. I'm kind of done for the day now. Let's see what else is moving, but I'm done. RHC. The 360s. Slow moving up. Question: what does working on your business look like when away from the computer? So I've got a couple of different businesses, so a couple of different income streams. I've got in the evenings, I very often have consultancy work that I do, so I'll be on calls for like an hour at a time. I get paid by the hour for consultancy work. In the morning, I've got my affiliate marketing business, which on my website as well, which I'm doing, which also comes over onto this channel as well. Some of the affiliate marketing. I'm working on the training course. So I'm building out this swing trading section there. So that'll be another course that I've got out there. In the mornings, I review from a trading point of view. I review the trades from the day before, and I've also got an eBay and an Amazon store, which I occasionally buy stock in and send that out and stuff. So that's what my day looks like when I'm not actually trading. A lot of different things. And again, I would recommend everybody, even if you're not trading, if you are trading, don't just rely on trading. Although maybe over 80% of, I would estimate, of my income comes from day trading. Oh, no, actually, it's probably a little bit less because I've got my long-term holdings as well. I do swing, I swing trade occasionally, so that does make up a little bit. So almost 80% of my income comes from day trading, but I do have other income streams as well. So if I'm not day trading, I've still got money coming in. That's all I'm, you know. Always have multiple streams of income. You never know what's going to happen. So if day trading is your only source of income, I would say you need to branch out. Simple. By all means, have it as your main source of income. That's fine. But when you take it, so for example, yourself, Nonya, I'm not saying this to do this, or this is not financial advice or anything like that. If you're making 10K a month, then I would say that 10K and break it. Let's say it's 9K. Between 8 and 10K, it's 9K. I'm doing this for back of the beam at math. So you make 9K a month, you take 3K out and you reinvest that into lower risk investments. Stick it on ETFs. Granted, right now, downward trending market, probably not going to realize gains, but from the long term, ETFs in the market, maybe some crypto, maybe some stocks that you, so longer term, less volatile investments is what I'm talking about. Take a third, obviously the taxman's going to want his cut and you want that there ready when he does. And you stick it somewhere that you're going to get an interest on it, so that when he does take it, you can get a little piece tax-free on that as well. And you have a third for yourself. So you got 3K yourself, 3K for the taxman, and 3K for continual investments. If you're making 9K a month, you might want to say, well, if you're growing your account, if you've got a decent sized account, that's fine. If you've not got a decent sized account, you might say 25%. Divide it into 4 and keep 25% in your account to grow it, and you get the capital growth on your account to make it a bigger account. So that's another way of doing it. Think of it as a business. You've got to think of it as a business. Oh, welcome back, Penn State. Welcome back. So TRHC is decent volume. It's moving up. It's 387. It's looking strong. Good luck if you're trading it. I'm not trading anymore. I've hit my max loss, so I need to walk away. Tilray, having a good one. No, not really. Moved up, but it's kind of sideways. 394 was where it closed yesterday, and that's pretty much, give or take, a little piece around the open. It's hanging around that 390s. No, I totally with you, Nonya. Which is the whole point, is if it's your only source of income, you're then reliant upon it. You've got other sources of income when you have a bad month, like I had a bad month in May. Couldn't rely, the money that I didn't make any money. Actually, in the long term, I actually lost money because of all the transaction fees and stuff. If I was reliant on my income to pay my bills, and that's it. If I was reliant on my trading income to pay my bills, I wouldn't have been paying my bills in May, regardless of what I'm making on any other month. So I would have either had to dip into my account and withdraw, or dip into my savings and withdraw, or whatever, to pay my bills. So it's always better to have multiple streams of income for that very reason. So, but I understand what your aspirations are, is get to a point where you can, you know, diversify. And I swing trade as well, so that 30% that I take for, you know, lower risk investing. Swing trading is also a lower form of lower risk form of investing. Day trading is absolutely the highest risk. There's no doubt about that. But 95% of people that day trade for a living lose money. So they're not actually making a living. They're never profitable. Oh, so Biden's got COVID. Okay. Well, Trump got COVID, so Biden's just copying him. I wouldn't touch it, Meta. So staking your crypto, I'm a big skeptic when it comes to staking your crypto. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And a lot of these various markets where you can actually stake your crypto, you can't take it off the platform. That's the point. So you're not allowed to take your crypto off the platform. They're giving you excessive interest rates so that they can actually lend that out. The problem is they don't have enough liquidity to cover it in the event of any kind of catastrophe. And we've just seen that very recently with a number of exchanges filing for bankruptcy and the likes. And if they do that and you've been staking your holdings with them, not only do you not get the interest that we were expecting, what you've staked ends up going bye-bye. So when it comes to crypto, I wouldn't stake anything. I would, if you're in it long term, don't worry about interest. You're looking at the capital growth. You're looking at the compound growth, not gaining on your holdings. That's my opinion. Not financial advice. Do it your own way. But I say take your long-term holdings in crypto and put it in a cold wallet off exchange. At the moment, particularly over the last couple of weeks, I think having your long-term holdings on exchanges is incredibly risky. And I don't care what exchange it is. Even Coinbase or Binance are not immune to being liquidated. Oh, don't stop. I've got 4 kids and an ex-wife, so don't talk to me about costs. Have a look. I don't know about rock bottom. This is where it got to before. This is where we were before the market opened. So eventually could move up, and it might do. It looks like it might be getting a bounce. It needs to hold above $5. We'll see. Well, we're at the end of the stream, guys. So that's me finishing up. It's a red day, and we'll see how we get on. I'll be communicating in the Discord for those students of Day Trade with Tony in the Discord. Let's keep communicating. If there's any good moves, let's share them amongst the community. And we'll do that in the Discord. I may trade if there's a good mover, but right now it's not looking like that is the case. So I'm done for the day. It's a red day, unfortunately for me, at the moment. And if we get something with a really good volatility and plenty of volume, I might speculate a little bit more and maybe risk another 1,000 or 2 to make back some. I'm not really worried about making back the full 5. If I can make back half, I'll be content with that. Okay, guys. So check out the links in the link tree for the Day Trade with Tony course, or if you want to try Benzinga, which this is Benzinga. These scanners here. I say link tree. It's in the description of the live or any of my videos on YouTube. So this here is Benzinga. Just some of the scanners I use on Benzinga. I've got rolling news, real-time rolling news, signals, alerts, all that kind of stuff. Check it out for free, and if you like it, use the code in the description in my link tree, and it'll get you 35% off. In the meantime, I'm done. I'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll see what happens later if I come back for Power Hour. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll get notified if I do come back for Power Hour. Make sure you subscribe to this channel on TikTok as well, and follow me, and you'll get a notification as well if I'm going live for Power Hour. I'm not too sure whether I will or not today, so we'll see. Okay, guys, have a good profitable day, and I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Maybe even this evening.